January 13th through January 19th. And this is our full moon. Okay, so remember, we were moving, we had all this full moon energy, we were building to it, and now we're at a 23-degree Cancer full moon at 5:27 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have themes of the home work balance, okay, because Cancer is like the nurturing home mom energy, opposite the sun in Capricorn, which is like work, masculine responsibility. Okay, so there's always going to be this balance thing, is always going to be a theme on a full moon because they're always across from each other. So look and see where 23 degrees of Cancer and Capricorn are in your chart. This is where the light will be shining brightly, where the attention will be accentuated. And if you're listening, you can feel free to comment with your birth date, time of birth, place of birth, and I can help you out and let you know where that is in your chart, okay? It'd be great to hear from you because sometimes I just feel like I'm talking to myself here. So please comment below. I'd love it. All right, now, so homework balance, Monday the 13th. Anytime we are dealing with a Cancer full moon, Cancer actually rules the moon. So this is a very, very powerful moon, and there's a lot of themes of self-nurture, and we already know there's a lot of themes of that for the year. Cancer's the mother, Capricorn's the father. Great opportunity for this deep dive of healing, as we talked about before, okay? Now, on Tuesday, we already talked earlier about some of the statements to be made. If you want to burn a red candle for 72 hours, you have that option. But just having some awareness of this opportunity to make some statements to the universe, to allow the Mars retrograde energy to mirror itself to you so that you can see your own masculine energy, the things that need to heal, the things that you're strong at. So Tuesday the 14th, I will no longer settle for solutions that are less than me. The 15th, I take responsibility for my actions. It's up to me to create what I want, okay? That's on Wednesday the 15th, when the moon will still be in the sign of Leo, okay? So it's going to be interesting because Mars is right there, okay? So we have this opportunity. Thursday the 16th, the moon will move into the sign of Virgo right before lunch, Eastern Standard Time. Today is a mirror of our masculine self. Reflect on the image, okay? It's a huge chance. So, right, put a star on your calendar. Take notes of what's going on that day, the 14th through the 17th. The 17th with the moon in Virgo is a great time to analyze your 2024 numbers, to be working on any budgets. Virgo energy is very helpful for that. Now, the weekend energy, we will have the moon in the sign of Virgo all day Saturday until about 10:30 p.m. And it's good vibes, but don't overcommit as things are foggy, okay? Make sure you get your alone time. Virgo is the Hermit card. The Hermit card is our card of the year, and we have to walk our own path of truth. We need our time to get our things in order. Doesn't mean we can't be in relationship, just means we need to prioritize these times. Now the moon, speaking of relationships, will move into the relationship sign of Libra on Saturday the 18th in the evening. And then Sunday, we will have a Libra moon, air sign. And the sun's going to move into Aquarius at 3 p.m. So we'll have two air signs, sun in an air sign, moon in an air sign. So lots of mental energy, lots of good ideas. Libra wants to cooperate with others, and Aquarius sometimes wants to cooperate with others. Aquarius is concerned about the well-being of everyone, but doesn't always tolerate people that well. So slow down and enjoy. There is some passionate energy available with the sun really close to Pluto, and Pluto does rule sex. So you could have a great Sunday the 19th. Let's pull a couple cards for you this week. This full moon week with the sun moving into the air sign of Aquarius. I know it sounds like a water sign. It is the water bearer. Aquarius is said to have come here to dip their toe into emotions. Now, Aquarius is definitely the coldest time of the year up here in New England, and it's a very interesting time. Aquarius is such a sign that I feel that I don't understand well, which is going to be interesting because I'm going to grow into an Aquarius in a few years in my progress chart. Aquarius does what it wants, okay? It's very rebellious, but it's also very humanitarian. This is the first time the sun and Pluto are in the sign of Aquarius together in, I think, over like 240 years, okay? So this is interesting times. And interesting times as some of these planets are getting to the end of their signs. Pluto just changed signs. We know it hasn't done that for 16 years. Just happened on November 19th. We know we've got Neptune and Saturn getting ready to change signs in the spring. So there's going to be some change in the air, okay? All right, so back to cards for this week. Let's see what we got here. I got the spellcasters. I got the mystical melodies. I'm going to take one here from the Solitary Witch Oracle, which I love. Such a beautiful one. The art is fantastic. Okay, so let's see what you need to know here. Your first card is the Knight of Wands. Lots of fire energy. Mars just moved back into Cancer. And I think our planets are starting to move out of fire signs, but we've got the Knight of Wands here who's full speed ahead. And he's got his protective armor on and he is moving forward. Okay, so I want to envision that in your healing, moving forward in your healing. Here's the 10 of Cups, which is considered the happy family card. And so there's a lot of emotion here. We are in a full moon week, not only a full moon, but a watery full moon. Okay, so it's showing gathering together with loved ones. It's showing great joy, but it's definitely just going to be a lot of emotion. Okay. And the King of Wands here looks like he's like a movie director. He's a fire king and he's kind of shouting some commands at you. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, I think you're going to get a real clear message as to that mirror of your masculine self there on Thursday, the 16th. I think it's going to be loud and clear, almost like the rainbow's really big and you can see it all. The King of Wands is speaking into whatever those things are called. So he could be heard really loud. Okay. So I don't think there's going to be it's not going to be a guessing game here. Let's see what your oracle card is. It says, when fretful times come, and there's a full moon behind it. Okay, isn't that art gorgeous? Look how pretty that is. Okay, so when fretful times come, which we know anytime we're dipping into deep emotion, it's going to come, and it might come in waves, and it doesn't mean that it's going to be here forever. So sometimes we just need to feel it, and then it moves out. Okay, it says, when fretful times come, in all lives come those times when we cannot sleep easy. The world, its worries, our personal concerns rush in, borrow in, take up space needed for thoughtfulness and calm. When worry points its bitter dagger into our minds, the solitary witch knows how to create a sanctuary amidst the storm. She stops pushing at the worry. Instead, she accepts it there and takes it to her natural sanctuary or peaceful place. I like that. So there's a lot on the mind, but it's almost like they're compared it to a storm, and yet we have this rainbow. All right. So just allow yourself to push through the pain here. You got the Knight of Wands. He's going to push through. And I think that you're going to have some breakthroughs, and I think that you may have a good cry and you're going to feel refreshed. Okay. So that's a good thing.